Hey guys, so I'm here to do a full moon in Scorpio reading. This is the last reading that I'm doing, and every single reading that I have done has been so emotionally intense. So I hope you are prepared to look at some parts of yourself that you may not like to look at, and to see some things in other people that you may not like to look at. It's an eclipse and a full moon, and yeah, chaos. So I'm going to look into the energy that you'll be in during the full moon. We'll see what the challenge is. I'll pull some advice to get around it. As always, the readings are general. They're for the collective. So if something doesn't resonate, just leave it for someone who needs to hear it. And there is no gender in tarot. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal reading, that information's in the description below, as well as the pin section of the comments. And I've also linked a friend's channel there if you want to check her out. She is excellent. I have the energy for Aries in the full moon. Okay. So the overall energy is music. There's a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. Your full moon energy is look at the bigger picture, which is full moon energy. The challenge is more full moon energy, show the world the real you. The advice is hold your vision. Underlying energy, communication is key. So with music, we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like you maybe don't see this coming, but there's something new coming. It's a good thing. It's kind of a gift from the divine, right? The Ace of Cups. So clarifying, look at the bigger picture. We have the Five of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Devil. I mean, that's some pretty interesting energy to be in. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you want change, like you just want something new to come along. But there's something with your emotions here, and I don't know what the devil is here. If it's you know, an ability to control your emotions, or if it's your behaviors that come based off of your emotions, but something about your emotions being completely unchecked. But it's not like, you know, you don't know about this. This is you like fully recognizing it, which is helping you to stand in your power, because I feel like for a long time you've been in a very negative energy when it comes to emotions. You may have been walking around pretty triggered, right? And that's not really the real you. That's the traumatized you. That's the triggered you. And it's like now, as you're kind of coming out of this darkness and you're coming into a new light, you can hear the music. And I feel like you're gonna get softer, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way. I mean, softer, like you don't have to be so resilient. You know, you can just be your authentic self. Justice. The Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I feel like the real you is just more balanced and more like wand energy, as you should be, that fire energy. Maybe maybe this was like just depression, or, you know, just not having like a stable mood and emotions, you know, but the recognition of it is like half the battle. But here it's like the challenge is actually balancing that out, and it's hard as hell. But it takes really being honest with oneself and really wanting peace, and kind of being patient with yourself and working through it, because it's like reprogramming, you know? Tell me about hold your vision. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Cups. The Eight of Cups. And the Lovers. With communication as key, we have the Ace of Swords, which is communication. I feel like the whole vibe here is to just become a stable person. I feel like you already realize this truth, which is that, you know, maybe there's like an abandonment issue, something like that, that like binds you to people or situations, and you never really feel like safe to be independent or ever feel like, you know, good just by yourself. And this is kind of making you look into that and just balance it out. It is kind of like what's required for you to show up the way you want to with people. So it's kind of like an awakening energy. It's like the advice is, you know, sort of choosing to kind of detach from emotions a little bit and sort of pay attention to them. It's like, you know, be realistic with the emotions, where they're coming from. Being honest with oneself is the best way to become one's authentic self. And I feel like over here we have this like protective shell where like, you know, our emotions are like behind that. And, you know, this is like a very triggered energy, but it also could be like a very codependent energy. And it's just break free of it. You know, if you break free of it, everything that you're asking for can come in. And I feel like you are looking at how to break free of it. So, you know, I'm not sure what's triggering you into paying attention to this, but it's kind of like an important thing to do here. Well, it's not kind of like, it's a hugely important thing to do here. It's a huge change actually to become more optimistic and to kind of learn how to control your feelings, or understand your feelings better, but also trying to break free of behavior patterns and attachment styles, things like that. That's really hard to do. And you're just starting this process, so it's looking like throughout the month, you know, it's going to be a lot of deep introspection and working on the self, the authentic one, not this mask that you generally wear of aggression and anger. But this is the transformation that you need, so it's time to get the emotions in check. All right, I will see you guys soon.